contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The LSU Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards, all the different networks, us talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be calling on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got a man. It's Tuttle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pulls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Manning. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring him the heat. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Swing ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Going for the marker on the ground. There we go. Couldn't ask for much more there. It first down, they're down to the 42.
I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that are wondering why they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On the ground, it's buried. Got enough for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU Bengals.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Coleman home. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's swooped by the crowd. And he'll pass it. Touchdown, LSU. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. Caught near the sticks, it's Tuggle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment means. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Purple and Gold's got this running game going right now. I don't want to get overzealous here, but this is a type of talent that could do what Leonard Fournette almost did when he nearly got to 2,000 yards in the season.
And I love when commentators say, I don't want to get over myself and get overzealous and get too excited. He's having a day. Get excited. This dude's a beast.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. He's into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Barrels ahead. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's thrown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Coleman Homer. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll run it. It's Jackson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Here we go. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your side.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Manning. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and goal. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the red zone, looking for a man. catch in the middle. It's Green. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, man. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first. And they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw. It's Coleman Hope. Working that left side. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball.
Gonna let it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's open on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch you, big fella.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Going to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. He might want another play. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him. Another sack.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forward and finds his man on the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. With the catch, it's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the run.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The give to the back. Finding open areas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Near the sticks, it's Watkins. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense. They probably cheated, too.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Out of the gun, to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking for a man, it's Carney. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's...
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return. But what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by just 1 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Carney. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking, and there he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.